I even begin, let's start with Joe Biden. If Joe Biden gets elected president of the United States, what does that mean for America exactly?
Well, I can tell you what it means for your religion. It means choice. It means that you're going to put a radical lefty on the court, and that's going to be the end of pro-life. It won't even have a chance. So that's what it means. Nobody's been more pro, as you know, you've heard it many times. I think you might have said it yourself, but nobody has been more pro-life as president than I have. I even went to the recent, they had a fantastic thing 3 blocks away in the park, and I went to it, and I'm the first president that ever went to it. A celebration of the victories that
the
we've
March
all
for Life,
had.
yeah.
Between Mexico City, you know what Mexico City is very well, but a lot of your viewers might not, but nobody since Ronald Reagan, and even he was light. His was Mexico City light. Mine is Mexico City strong. You know, if Biden gets in, he's not going to do, because Joe is shot. Somebody, whoever's going to be running the party, is going to put radical left judges on the Supreme Court and all over the court system. And everything we do, I think I'll have close to 300 judges by the time I finish my first term. Hopefully a lot more than that, but it's a record number. And we have pro-life, these are pro-life judges. So, and you look at the Supreme Court, they're pro-life. So we'll see what happens. We will, I think we're gonna win. I think we're gonna win maybe big, because we've done a job like nobody else. You know, we were sailing, and then we got hit with the Chinese virus. But we were sailing. We were so far up, and we were doing very well. And then all of a sudden, it was an artificial situation that happened to us, and we had to turn it off. We had to turn off the economy. We did the right thing. We saved millions of lives, and now we're turning it back on, and we're doing record business. We're doing record jobs. As you know, were announced last week. We have record retail sales was announced last week. And I think it's going to be a V-shape. A lot of people disagreed with me. Now they're all agreeing with me. But we're doing well. But in terms of religion, in terms of evangelical, in terms of Christians with or without evangelical, in terms of Jewish, in terms of anything, you're going to have radical left judges appointed. And if you're in favor of pro-life, you can forget it.
What do you think of what happened with Neil Gorsuch in the 6-3 decision with the LGBT civil rights? That was a shock to a lot of folks.
I was surprised. Some people felt that it was a decision that they weren't as surprised as I was. Yeah, I was surprised.
And John Roberts, what do you make? I mean, is he the new Anthony Kennedy or potentially worse?
Well, so far we're not doing too well. It says, look, we've had a lot of losses with a court that was supposed to be in our favor. This is just to show what it means. We need, you know, you'll probably have a couple of more judges in the next 4 years. It could even be more than that. It could be 3 or 4. If you have a radical left group of judges, religion, I think, will be almost wiped out in America, and pro-choice will be gone. Pro-choice, rather, will be fine, but if you look at it, pro-life will be absolutely wiped out. So if you have that happening, pro-life is going to be out. It's going to be gone.
What do you make of the state of the race right now? We've seen polls, even some friendly polls, showing you behind. You buy any of that?
I don't, because I see so much enthusiasm right now. I see so much enthusiasm, and a lot of it, in terms of what you're talking about, has to do with the whole pro-life movement. A lot of it has to do with that. But I think we're doing much better than we did in 16, and I think there's actually more enthusiasm than there is in 16.
Why do you think that?
I just think it. I think that I feel it. I mean, I see it. Now, we got hit with this horrible pandemic, but we've done a great job. We came up with testing. Frankly, we test so much that it's almost unfair. You know, when they say cases, we're 25 million tests, and other countries are barely even testing. So one shows that we have more cases, but a lot of them are a lot of them are things that we find. We find things to feed to the press, because I'm a big fan of testing, but we are at a level that nobody's ever even imagined before, 25 million. We're 20 million higher approximately than the next highest nation. So if you're 20 million higher, you're going to find more cases, and then they're going to report, oh, there's more cases. But in the end, we're doing the right thing.
At the Tulsa rally, when the media is hitting you on that, where you said, I told my staff, stop the testing. They're saying, was that tongue-in-cheek or what?
No, it's semi-tongue-in-cheek. I say it all the time. I know some people thought it was tongue-in-cheek. It's unfair. We're doing so much testing, so much more than any other country. And to be honest with you, when you do more testing, you find more cases. And then they report our cases are through the roof. But other countries, many countries don't even test with real quality outside of, you know, people that are very sick. So we go out and we test 25 million people, which is a lot. You never thought that was even possible. Most people didn't. And we could go up a lot higher than that, and I guess we are. But I tell my people it's a double-edged sword, because we do so much testing. And again, we have kids with sniffles, and all of a sudden we report a case, and they're in no danger whatsoever. You know, if you look at the numbers, below 18, very few people are affected. The governor of New Jersey, who's a very good guy, but very liberal, that's okay.
Right.
He was telling me thousands of deaths, and they only had one under 18. Think of it. One young person who died under the age of 18 with thousands of deaths. So that tells you their immune system or something is doing well. And the one person did have a medical problem.
But just to clear up, there wasn't a direct order, if you will, to staff to stop the testing.
No,
Okay.
but
I just
I think we put ourselves at a disadvantage. I told my people. I said, we've gotten so good at testing. Number one, we have the best tests. Number two, we have the most tests. We test much more than any other nation. So you hear about all these cases. So instead of doing 25 million tests, let's say we did 10 million tests, we'd look like we're doing much better, because we'd have far fewer cases. You understand that? I wouldn't do that, but I will say this. We do so much more than other countries. It makes us, in a way, look bad, but actually we're doing the right thing. We will make America great again.